The average meal on your dinner table has traveled over 1,500 miles just to get to your plate, passing through a fragile supply chain that could snap at any moment. Most people believe that fresh, homegrown food is a seasonal luxury, something you enjoy in July and August before the garden goes dormant and you head back to the grocery store for wilted, expensive produce. But that belief is exactly what keeps you dependent on a system that values shelf life over nutrition. The truth is, you don't need a tropical climate or a massive commercial greenhouse to eat from your own soil 365 days a year. You just need a shift in perspective and a simple system that works with the seasons instead of fighting against them. Growing food year-round isn't about defying nature, it's about mastering the art of the transition. Whether you have an acre of land or a small apartment balcony, the ability to produce your own calories every single month is the ultimate form of self-reliance. It's about walking into your backyard or your kitchen in the middle of January and picking enough greens for a fresh salad, or harvesting root vegetables when the ground is covered in frost. This is not a pipe dream for expert farmers, it is a practical, repeatable process that anyone can start today. The biggest obstacle standing between you and a year-round harvest is the summer mindset. We've been conditioned to think of gardening as a hobby that starts in the spring and ends at the first frost. This mindset creates a feast or famine cycle, where you have way too many tomatoes in August and absolutely nothing in December. This reliance on a single growing window makes you vulnerable. When the seasons change, your food security disappears. Furthermore, the produce you buy in the winter is often bred for durability rather than flavor or vitamins, meaning you're paying more for a lower quality product. The problem isn't the cold or the heat, it's the lack of a continuous planting strategy. To break this cycle, we have to look at the year in 4 distinct phases, and it all begins with the concept of season extension. You don't need a heated, glass-paned conservatory to keep plants alive in the winter. Simple tools like cold frames, low tunnels, and row covers can raise the temperature around your plants just enough to keep them from freezing. A cold frame is essentially a bottomless box with a transparent lid that acts like a mini greenhouse. By placing this over hardy crops like spinach, kale, or carrots, you can harvest fresh greens even when there's snow on the ground. These plants don't necessarily grow much during the darkest months of December and January, but they stay preserved in a living refrigerator ready for you to pick. The second pillar of year-round growth is variety selection. Most people plant the same 3 or 4 things every year. If you want to eat in the winter, you have to plant for the winter. This means looking for cold hardy or overwintering varieties. There are specific types of leeks, cabbages, and lettuces that have been bred for centuries to thrive in near freezing temperatures. While a standard head of lettuce might turn to mush at 30 degrees Fahrenheit, a winter density variety might survive down to 10 degrees. Similarly, in the peak of summer heat, you need bolt-resistant varieties that won't turn bitter and go to seed the moment the sun gets intense. Succession planting is the engine that keeps the system moving. Instead of planting your entire garden in May, you should be planting small amounts of seeds every 2 weeks. This ensures that as one crop finishes, the next is ready to take its place. This is especially important when transitioning from summer to fall. To have food in the winter, you actually have to start planting your winter garden in late July or August. This allows the plants to reach maturity while there is still enough daylight. Once the Persephone period, the time of year when there are fewer than 10 hours of daylight, hits, plant growth slows to a crawl. Your goal is to have the plants fully grown by then, so you are simply harvesting them throughout the winter. But what if you don't have a yard? This is where the indoor systems bridge the gap. Hydroponics and microgreens are the ultimate cheats for year-round food. Microgreens are particularly powerful because they can be grown on a windowsill or under a cheap LED light in just 7 to 10 days. They are packed with up to 40 times more nutrients than their mature counterparts. By rotating 3 or 4 trays of pea shoots, radish greens, and sunflower shoots, you can have a constant supply of fresh, crunchy salad additions regardless of the blizzard outside. For those with a bit more space, a simple hydroponic setup, which grows plants in water instead of soil, can produce herbs, bok choy, and even small tomatoes in a spare closet or a corner of the kitchen. The key insight to all of this is that you are not trying to grow everything all the time. You are trying to grow the right thing at the right time. Year-round gardening is a dance between three environments: the open garden for the main season, protected outdoor structures for the shoulder seasons, and controlled indoor environments for the extreme months. When you align your diet with what is actually capable of growing, the problem of winter disappears. You stop fighting the climate and start using it. The cold actually makes certain vegetables like carrots and kale taste sweeter because the plant converts starches into sugars to act as a natural antifreeze. In conclusion, growing food year-round isn't a matter of luck or having a green thumb. It is a matter of infrastructure and timing. It's about realizing that the earth actually doesn't stop producing, it just changes its output. By using season extenders, choosing the right varieties, and utilizing indoor space, you can effectively bypass the grocery store's produce aisle. You gain control over your nutrition, you save money, and you experience the incredible satisfaction of eating a meal that was growing just minutes before it hit your plate. This system turns your home into a sanctuary of abundance, providing peace of mind in an uncertain world. If you're ready to stop being a seasonal gardener and start being a year-round producer, the next logical step is to map out your specific climate's timeline. To help you with that, I've included a year-round planting blueprint in the description below. It's a simple tool that helps you calculate exactly when to seed start your winter crops based on your local frost dates, so you're never caught off guard by the changing seasons. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our upcoming deep dives into building your own low-cost cold frames and setting up your first indoor microgreen station. The journey to food independence starts with a single seed, but it's sustained by the system you build around it. Start building yours today.